My girlfriend and I recently visited an ancient castle not too far from where we live. Whilst feeding the ducks, one absolutely giant carp rose up from the depths to say hello. Interestingly, this particular carp is actually one that I met a few years ago, but I'll get into that later. Overall, I just wanted to bring you guys this video because we've had some absolutely mad weather recently and our fair share of exciting moments, so stick around.
I can't believe it, I've actually got a fish.
So for a little bit of context, this is Omi. I met her back in 2018 and not long after was pretty heartbroken because I found out that she was going to be moving away from the area where I live. Believing that I wasn't really ever going to see her again, I decided to organise a little tour of Sussex just to make some good memories and kind of say goodbye. We hadn't exactly known each other very long, so as friends visited some of the local beauty spots and that afternoon found ourselves at the castle. Spotting some fish swimming around in the moat, we actually managed to catch one, an incredible ghost carp. Many months passed and somehow we found ourselves together again. Omi moved back to Sussex and lives with me, and now almost 3 years since we met, we still have amazing memories of that day I thought was the end. And this is why on a miserable, cloudy day last week, we decided to hop in the van and head over to the castle. During the drive, the rain slowly turned to snow.
Oh, quite windy.
We had of course brought some bread for the fish, and the ducks I guess, and whilst watching the water we hoped we might get a glimpse of that giant ghost carp.
Oh no. Ducks. So many. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Wonder how old he is. Oh, nearly got it. Cool, look at him. It's like a shark underneath those ducks. My aim is one day to have a koi pond this big with fish this big in it. That would be incredible. Maybe give the castle a miss though. That looks a bit expensive. Yeah, a little bit excessive.
This time round we didn't do any fishing because, as with most places that seem too good to be true, fishing has since been banned on this location. Whilst in the innocence of youth I may have accidentally not noticed the no fishing sign or bent the rules slightly, I think it's important to express that these days Alex and I like to do things properly and would encourage others to seek permission for fisheries where necessary. Whilst I was out with Omi, my brother Alex was also enjoying the snow. He loves a hike through the forest and I believe he was out that day hiking through the Ashdown forest. I must say it was a pretty beautiful area to spend time. Before all of this colder weather came along, Alex and I were working hard at home on our second channel, Fishing Tutorials. For those of you who haven't heard of it, that is where we post our instructional fishing videos, guides to species, how to tie rigs, what baits and tactics we like to use. Go check it out if you're interested in learning more about your fishing. As well as filming and editing content for our Fishing Tutorials channel, we've also been working hard in the garden, building a brand new koi pond for our pet fish, Charlie. That video you can actually see on our main channel. It was only a week or two ago, I think, when we made that. Definitely worth checking out if you're into your ponds or fish keeping. Alex also dismantled the crumbling and somewhat dilapidated pizza oven. He's going to be using the clay to build it back up again, so come springtime we can get it fired up again and cook up some pizzas when the better weather comes. Talking of better weather, at the moment it just seems to keep getting colder and the snow keeps coming. That said, a couple of days ago we decided to brave the conditions and get out on the bank to try and film our first carp fishing video of the year. We were trying to work out where we should go for this, where was likely to, do a bite or two. And then I remembered a session I did with Ryan, my fishing buddy, I think it was a month or two ago. We got on the bank and managed to catch 2 nice carp and a big chub. So we decided that whilst the conditions weren't exactly ideal, it was going to be worth a go.
I mean, I was supposed to be getting on with work today, and I did do a bit this morning, but I just couldn't help it. It's snowing.
You know when I drove up this last time, I got stuck?
Really?
Yeah, when I was with Mommy, I got stuck on this.
And it wasn't even snow?
It was not even any snow on the ground. My wheels were just spinning on the path.
No, the ground will actually be harder.
Should we just sit in the van and not go fishing?
Yeah.
Only messing.
Come on. We're proper adventurers, aren't we? We go out in any weather. Rain or snow, sleet or something.
Firstly, I set about trying to find the fish, stumbling across some deer very quickly, but not quite the target species of carp or chub. Despite the fact that the water was very clear, I just couldn't see any signs of fish, so decided to set up in the deep car park end of the lake.
I'm allergic to snow. Carl, you're allergic to everything. I saw you sneeze in every video you made.
Just not corona, I promise. I do sneeze quite a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch a carp. Try being the main word in that sentence. Where do I start?
It's really heavy.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, this is amazing. Carl is on the far side. He just cast a few rods out. And I'm just going for a little walk around the lake. Deep in a valley. Beautiful lake, snow. Oh, I just nearly fell over.
Sitting and waiting for a couple of hours, I decided to reel in and try something different. There's a small winding stream running in and out of the lake, and after finding a spare float rod in my van, I decided to try for the silverfish with some bread as bait.
Oh.
I'd had a bite under this bridge, so moved down so I could cast more accurately to where the fish seemed to be.
Oh, I got one. I can't believe it, I've actually got a fish. Well, on a freezing cold day, I actually managed to catch something. Well, hey, look at that. I actually caught a fish out. Oh, wow. Can you believe it?
Back up on the lake, I tried again for an hour or so, but eventually had to call it a day and give up.
Well, that was an absolutely beautiful session. Despite the fact I didn't catch any carp on the lake, I did get a nice little chub. And it was better to be out than sitting at home.
I'm not getting anywhere.
This isn't looking too good. Oh, it's going now.
Yeah, I've got it moving, bro. Yes.
No!
Yes.
Oh, look at all the deer.
Just here is game over. Oh. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Oh, oh wow.
How about that?
Yes. We had successfully made it to the top of the hill, and in some ways we had also made it through the darkest months of winter. From now on, the days will be longer, somewhat warmer, and hopefully contain a little bit more good news than the last few months have. Sadly, a number of family, friends, and personal connections have passed away recently due to this dreaded virus, and it made me think of this comment. This guy unfortunately lost his brother a couple of months ago, but still took the time to write this comment to us. It reminded me that life is temporary and we must love each other whilst we can. Hence why I will do my utmost best to continue to honour the beautiful relationship that I have with Omi and my brother in these very films. Here's to many more adventures. We'll see you guys soon.